Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to review mods for MAMBA FX. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Before I continue, I do want to say these reviews that I do is based on my own personal opinion, and it should not be taken as a recommendation to go and sign up to these signal groups. If you do however agree with the way they trade, you're more than happy to go and sign up through your own discretion. I do not get paid when you do sign up to these signal groups, which is why I do the review in the best interest of the public. That's it. Now, without any further ado, let's jump into it. So, MAMBA FX, we know, is the goat of the goats. Now, we've done the review for him before. This time, we're going to do it a little bit different, right? Now, like I always tell you guys, there's many types of traders out there, and the way they perceive the information is going to be different to the way that you accept it. For instance, you get traders that looks at percentages, and then they don't agree with people who trade SL Open, TP Open. Then you get people who love TP Open and SL Open that don't agree with percentages. Then you get people who trade TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, TP5, like MAMBA FX over here. And then you get people like, but I don't agree with that, right? So what we're going to count here is the percentages, the amount of wins as well, so that it will give, I will try to basically, give both worlds. I can't give TP Open and SL Open a both up because we're not looking at that now, but then we can kind of conclude whether or not, and also it is very, like it's impossible to decide also because you don't know what TP you would have gone with. So we're just going to go with the main TPs that had hit across the floor as well. Now, let's get started. On March the 4th, there was a buy on the S&P 500 at 1637, right? Now, this trade had the TP1 was there, right? Now, the best thing about MAMBA FX is that his TP1 is 1%, TP2 is 2%, TP3 is 3%, TP4 is 4%, TP5 is 5%. Now, this trade over here, as you can see, TP1 hit, TP2 hit, TP3 hit, and TP4 hit, right? So that puts him at the 4% bracket. Now, we can debate whether or not you would have gone with TP1, TP2, TP3. That we can debate, but we are just going to focus on the amount of percentage gains that was hit overall based on the main TP that was hit, right? That's it. The next signal that was sent was on March the 5th, and that signal was a sell, which we can basically see over here. Now, this is one thing that I would probably have to just, if you guys maybe see something different, but this market had hit TP1 and then the stop got hit over there, or you might have just hit a TP1. However, according to him, TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, TP5, but you can clearly see that before the market got to that TP, we had a spike up that could have potentially taken them out. Now, again, based on my own opinion, I'm going to give him I'm going to give him a 1% for this trade over here, because like I said, because that you can give him a 5%, but I'm going to give him a 1% based on the factual information that's right there in front of us, right? The next one was a buy on the S&P 500, right? Now, that stop loss had hit. I didn't mark it on the chart, so I'm trying to reduce the amount of time that I spend on this video. So going forward, I will not be putting stop losses on the charts because I'm trying to just, get the video like smaller, right? But in any case, if you don't get an update on a signal by now, we know that the stop loss had hit, right? Now, here you can see the next signal that was sent was a sell on the S&P 500, TP1, TP2, and TP3, right? Now, that would have put him in, that puts him there in the 3% bracket. So now we're going to go, we're going to say plus 3%, and then we are going to add here minus 1%. At the end of the video, we're going to count the percentages. Now, I'm going to do the same for every person who's trades. We can count the percentages. I'm going to add the percentages. If there's no TP, then I'll count the amount of wins compared to the amount of losses. I just hope that makes sense. But if I do get TP1, TP2, I'll just count the overall TP that I hit at the end of the day. I think it's important that we start, changing the way that we look at these signals as well. So here we go. Morning, we're looking for a trade, which was a buy on the S&P 500. There was no update, right? That stop loss had hit. Sell on the S&P 500. that stop loss was hit as well. So that puts him now at a negative 2%, right? There we go. So now we are looking at a negative 2%. Now we're going to go to the next signal that was sent over here. Let's go. That was sent on March 11th. That was a buy on the S&P 500. That stop loss had hit. And then there was a sell on the S&P 500, right? So we're going to first start with the... let me just do this. Let me just clone that. And we're going to just add another 1% for that lost over there. Boom. There we go. So now we're going to take a look at the sell on the S&P 500, March 11th. I think I missed a buy. Oh, no. No, this was the stop that was that had hit. I think that's where I decided. So let's continue very quickly, right? Okay, cool. Let's go. Cool. Yeah, here we go. So here you can see basically that 2% is accounted for in there. Here is that 1% that had hit over here, and this was before. You can see the sell. That was before, sorry, the buy there. And then he took a sell there after, which was that one there. There we can observe that TP1, TP2, and TP3 has hit over here. There you can see for 3%. So we're going to add there. In fact, I'm just going to clone this. There we go. And we're going to give him a 3% over there, right? 3 plus 3%. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we got a 3% on that trade, right? Let's continue. Let us continue. Okay, here we go. There was a sell on the S&P 500 on the 12th. I think I'm starting to get confused. No, that was there. And then on the 12th, let's see there. Okay, there was a sell that let me see if I didn't mark it, guys. Sorry, man. How did I miss this? Let me just go back quickly. Okay, March the 12th, that alpha. I think it was. Oh, no. Is it? Yeah, is it? Wow, am I so blind? March the 12th. Yeah, and that was March the 11th. Yeah, no, it's right. So there we got TP1, TP2, TP3, and TP4 was hit there. So let's add TP4 quickly. 52, was that 52? 5124, right? I don't know what's going on. 5124. There we go. Cool. There. What do we got now? Okay, and let me just do this. That's right. Stop loss 5149. There we go. There. Cool. There we go now. So for that, you got 3.88%, right? Plus 3.88%. I think I should have just added these numbers in before. But we're going to just do that as we move on, right? March the 13th, there was a sell on the S&P 500. There was another 2% or 2.33%. Which we're gonna go there. We're gonna say plus 2.33%, right? Let's do that. Ooh, there we go. Cool. Let's continue over here. Morning, looking for a trade on the S&P 500. That stop was hit. Sorry. The second trade, which was here, there was a full 5% on there. So in fact, let me just do that. Okay, there. Then he came and said some stuff over there. I can guarantee you will profit your first week. Okay, that's both that stops hit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 stop losses that it hit there. I'm just going to put there minus 4%. There we go. So that we don't get lost. So, you know, when you don't get an update, then you must know that, you know, you guys know the story. Okay, the next trade was a buy on the S&P 500 and then all 5 TPs hit, which was sent on the 19th, which is this one over here, right? So we're going to give him another 5% over there. Money looking for a trade, sell S&P 500, but that stop hit, that buy stop hit. Next trade was a buy on the S&P 500, so that was a negative 2%. There we go. That was a negative 2%. And then on Thursday, ooh, there was a TP1 that hit, which was this one over here. So that was a plus 1%. So we're just going to do that. That was a plus 1%. Then there was a buy on the S&P 500 where where the TP1 had hit, sorry, which was this one over here. We're just going to clone it. I said clone. There we go. There we go. So morning looking for a trade. Okay, buy S&P 500. That stop was hit. So we're going to go negative 1%. And next one was a sell, which the stop loss also hit. So we're going to make that a negative, 2%. There we go. Then there was a sell, which was the last trade. That was a 3%. Okay, we're going to just say 3%, right? There you can see the TP1, TP2, and TP3. So that was the last TP that it. So that kind of concludes the results, right, for MAMBA FX for March. Now I have added everything that you guys can basically see in here, right? Now I do not have a calculator in my hand, but if you just look at, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, we're going to round that off and say 15, 16, 17. 17 plus 5 gives you 23. 23, 28%. Okay, 28%, 29, 30, 33%, right? So that's 33%. So you take 33% and you go 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12%, right? So what you do is you take 33 minus 12. That gives you a total of 21. So the overall gain for this month for him was 21%, right? So again, I don't want to argue or anything. I'm just saying this is provided that the main TPs had hit. If you only use TP1, then these numbers could be different. If you only use TP2, then you can kind of work them out yourself. But this is provided that you have used the main TP, that your final TPs had hit. I cannot guarantee that you would have held it until all the final TPs had hit. I would have not maybe held until all the TPs had hit. But this is what you could have expected to get if you got all the TPs correct, right? Guys, let me know if you prefer this for people who does trade percentages. For people who trades wins, I will just create a loss and a win so you guys can make the decision at the end of the day. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for your time. And as always, cheers for years.